You know, every week when I'm off from work, I always tell myself, I'm like, John, you gotta stop drinking beatbox in the morning, especially with alcohol. Thank God my name's not John. Alrighty, it looks like the S22 lineup is officially set, and every year you hear most channels do clickbait by saying birth of a super phone, a beast of an iPhone, a killer iPhone, all the clickbaits just to get your clicks. But after looking at the breakdowns and looking at where this lineup is headed, I gotta be honest, this is actually the most powerful Galaxy phone they've ever made. And it's all thanks to two key areas, which I will discuss. And also, we have some information on Google's future ecosystem that looks like they're ready to go hand to hand with Apple, but it's gonna be a lot of work. So let's see what they can excel in. Anyway guys, enough said, let's start the episode of Tech Noise. Now, full disclosure, full context, I'm only wearing a hat because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, every morning I wake up with bad hair and this is just a way to kind of push it down. So if you have bad hair, you know where I'm going with this. But anyway guys, the first story up, the Samsung Galaxy S22 lineup. Now the S22 lineup, as I've been talking about for the last few days and also past episodes, it is really going to be a whole new development for Samsung. But a lot of people are also very concerned, as a lot of people are wanting the Note back and a lot of people are getting it in the Ultra, but a lot of people are worried because there's a lot of people that I think are all talk and are probably not going to buy this phone. If you want any future proof, look at the iPhone mini lineup. Everybody craved and begged Apple for a smaller phone and they never bought it. So that's evidence number one. But regardless of that, the S22 lineup has officially taken shape and form. And I gotta tell you guys, you know, every year we hear everyone say it is the biggest release that the Galaxy has made to date. It's the most powerful Galaxy of all time. I gotta be honest, this one is actually very, very close to being the most powerful they've ever released. And I'm gonna tell you why, thanks to two key areas. But taking a look at the lineup, we can see that the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, Plus, and Regular are basically poised to be this brand new series, but are going to have a lot of key features. Taking a look at the camera specs, one important thing that a lot of people were focusing on that's really going to make this phone very, very powerful is the Ultra with the 108 megapixel super clear lens. Now, that sounds like a marketing ploy, but that super clear lens for the 108 megapixel is going to not only enhance the quality when you zoom in at 108, but it also will be the closest we get to a super clear high-res 108 megapixel lens. Now, a lot of you are probably saying, oh, I'm never going to use that. And you know what? You're probably right. But that kind of clarity, that kind of hardware inside of the Ultra is what's going to make this phone a beast of a phone. And that's what's going to bring it to the next level. That's the first thing. The second thing is also all the lineups are not only using dynamic AMOLED displays, but all of their displays are 2 times better than the previous 22 lineup, S21, and also is up to 5 times better in brightness than the S20. So yes, this lineup is going to up in every way. But the other area that it's going to be a big player is all 3 models are rumored, according to a leaker, they're saying that all of them will support 45 watts of fast charging, but also for the first time, we will finally see this quote-unquote AMD GPU. Now, according to a lot of people are expecting Samsung to finally put the AMD GPU. While we have heard the Exynos is going to have the GPU, there are speculations saying that with those Samsung Exynos phones, we are going to see the AMD GPU make its debut. Now, I would wish to see that come to the American version, but if Samsung does release a model with the AMD GPU, that is going to be the biggest change to the Galaxy lineup. Just imagine it, the Galaxy with a gaming performance-like graphics card, able to go toe-to-toe with Apple's own GPU. Now, I know everybody likes to throw comparisons at Apple, But truthfully, if we're looking at the bigger picture, Samsung is the only one capable of going toe-to-toe with Apple. And this is exactly what they needed to do. They needed to get the hardware up to par, and they had to make sure they get it right. Now, we don't know exactly what's going to happen in terms of the performance. We do know they are sticking with Snapdragon, but they are going to be going Exynos with the AMD GPU. So we have to keep our eye on that model, because if the AMD GPU maxes out, expect it to come to the American market. But overall, looking at the lineup, looking at the S22, the S22 Plus, and Ultra, this lineup is all set and done. We now see where these phones are headed. The performance is going to be there, the fast charging is going to be there, the specs are going to be there, the camera quality is going to be there, the display quality, everything is going to be literally there at the peak. The only question now is, how much money are they going to raise the price? Because if you don't think they're going to raise the price by just a little bit, you are insane. But I wouldn't be mad if they did by maybe $50 or $100 more. But even if they didn't, it's still a win-win. So let me hear your thoughts down below about the S22 Ultra lineup, and let me know, what do you think? Do you think the one with the AMD GPU is going to be the biggest one to look out for, or do you think they're just going to keep rocking it with Snapdragon? And last story, the final story, let's talk about the Google ecosystem. Now, as you know, Google has the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, and that is officially the start of their ecosystem. Now that they have in-house CPU and better software optimization, with the exception of that October update, or December, it seems that they are going to finally combat Apple in the biggest way, and that is building an ecosystem. Now, Google kind of has an ecosystem with Nest and other areas, but they don't have a definitive Google ecosystem like how the Apple ecosystem is. But it seems that they are going to do that, because according to several reports, Google is going to focus this year, 2022, on building an Apple-like ecosystem where all your devices are in sync, everything will be like one, and of course, with future releases, they will enhance some features. Now, this sounds very good, because we do know Google has the capabilities, they do have everything it takes to do that. The one problem that I see is it's going to require a lot of optimization and dedication. Because if you know anything about Apple's ecosystem, they are all about polishing and all about making everything look spiffy. If Google wants to do this, if they're going to make an Apple-like ecosystem with all their devices, they cannot, and I repeat, they cannot make it cheesy and flimsy and beta features. You cannot release things and then just take them away and say we're going to send them to the graveyard. You can't release things and make them unhalf done. So you have to fully polish this, you have to get it up to par, and that's why I'm excited, because I want to see Google give Apple a taste of what the competition can do, but just like Samsung, I think Google could do it even better. Now, of course, there are some things that they can do. So for starters, they can feature their own proprietary Bluetooth codec with devices, like Apple's going to be doing with Lossless, Samsung has Scramble. Google could just take aptX and enhance it. But also, if we look further, they could even do some other things, like your phone, computer, tablet, do something different. I don't know exactly, I can't really classify it, it's just hard to explain. But the bottom line is this: Google has the potential, they just cannot release half-baked features. They have to work at it, polish it, and make it clean. With the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, I have no problem that they're going to do that. And that's it for today's episode of Technoid. Now guys, this was a short episode, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you disliked the video, hit the dislike button. That helps circulate my videos as well. As always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all on the next episode. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Take care, stay safe, have a good day, and remember, boys and girls, keep your dreams high and wet. Peace!